Uh, Hello. If you don't know who I am, my name is Koiwa, and I am a big Undertale fan. So, like many Undertale Deltarune fans, I have been very anxiously awaiting the summer newsletter. As well as really all of the newsletters. I've seen people react to them and such, and honestly I really enjoy watching it because I'm really insane about Undertale and Deltarune, and I like watching that kind of content. So I thought, I make content too. I made some Undertale Deltarune content. I am literally fresh off of completing my stream of Undertale Yellow. So haha, yeah, sorry. I know my model looks a little wonky as well, and it doesn't really move well. That's just the nature of DIY VTubing. And when you make a model when you're 16 and you don't know what you're doing, haha. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna read everything out loud. I'm freaking out. I mean, my energy has been a little hampered. Is that a word? I don't know, but like I just said, I just played Undertale Yellow. I just beat the pacifist route. I'm feeling a little emotional, to say the least. So yeah, but I'm really excited to read this newsletter. I was really happy when I saw that it would be coming out, and it hasn't arrived in my email inbox yet, so I'm reading this off of the website, the Fangamer website. I hope everything goes okay. This is my first time doing this kind of thing. Sorry if anything goes wrong. It probably will. So I am going to read everything out loud. Here we go. I'm really nervous. So here we are. Deltarune progress update. Right at the top. That makes me nervous. I can click the scroll bar. There we go. And first we have this cute sprite of Toriel and the annoying dog in the basket. That's very cute. This is the summer newsletter, so we are getting summer sprites like we usually do. So, hi everyone. Deltarune Chapter 4 is making great overall progress. That is good to know. We already kind of knew this already, but as the time of writing this, I feel like that is supposed to say at the time, but so this was written on the 23rd. When I'm recording this, it's the 30th day it's coming out. So that's, I can do math. 7 days ago, a week ago. All the maps are done. All battles are playable. Only 2 cutscenes need small improvements. 1 battle needs to be balanced, and the visuals need to be completed. 1 battle needs a better background. 2 battles are having their ending sequence improved. There's still some things to fix and places to polish. 3 of my friends were able to play through the entirety of the unfinished Chapter 4. All of them liked it and didn't have any major criticisms. Phew. Except for one friend who kept mentioning that I should name all of the chairs because the existence of Chairiel implies that all the other chairs should have names as well. I'm probably not going to do that. Okay. So, I know this doesn't really confirm anything, but it makes me think, is there going to be a Chairiel NPC? I mean, this is talking about Chapter 4, assumedly, but you know. Okay. Now, oh goodness, look at them. Anyway, I'm not sure if Chapter 2 is still the longest chapter, but Chapter 3 and 4 together are definitely longer than Chapter 1 and 2 combined. Wow, thinking about that is kind of crazy. Wow, that makes me really excited. I mean, I'm not super surprised. I honestly thought, as the chapters go on, they're probably going to be the same length as Chapter 2 or longer. So that's really exciting. It's because Chapter 2 is long as hell, Wow, okay. Initial development of Chapter 5 is also progressing steadily. Most of the team is still focusing on Chapter 4, but a few people are going ahead and creating an initial draft of Chapter 5's maps, working on bullet patterns, etc. Okay, so basically, things are going really well. That's really good to know. I mean, like I said, we more or less knew this from Toby's tweets and stuff, and just like thinking about it logistically, but This is all really exciting. Honestly, right now I'm thinking, I do think they could come out this year, 2024. Let's go. I really do think so. I don't know if it's wishful thinking, but I think it could happen. When exactly? I feel like November. I feel like November would be a good choice, right? I don't know. It's all very exciting. Anyway, okay, I saw this on Twitter before I I thought it was fake. I genuinely thought it was fake. Also, there's more? Okay. Well, first of all, look at these guys. Okay, I don't have anything to say. Look at these guys. Okay, there's more of the progress update. I thought that was it. But let's look at this, right? That is very cute. They're very cute. They're eating birdseed though. Chris is chowing down. That's honestly why I thought this was fake. I don't know. Just Chris is chowing down on this, you know? It's really funny to me. Wow. Look at them, my kids. Okay, so there's more of the progress update. Okay. Chapter 4 is basically playable minus some polish, so it must seem like Chapter 3 and 4 are going to come out really soon, right? ... Actually, the release is still far away. We've gotten 3 months closer, but it's still far. What does that mean? Well, I guess it's been 3 months since the last newsletter, right? Okay. Why? How does that horrible, despair-inducing, teeth-gnashing fact that keeps me up at night make any sense at all? I want them now! Well, I'll tell you. Oh man. Also, hi Alvis. Slay. What's left before release? That's right. Creating the chapters is only the first step. That's true. That's all very true. Releasing the chapters is a whole other ordeal. They're going to light your all say on fire. It wouldn't be such a big deal if the game was free, but since it's going to be our first paid release since Undertale, we really have to take the extra time to make sure it's perfect. Our goal is simultaneous console and PC release. That's crazy. In both English and Japanese. That's crazy. So what do we have to do? Well, it's long, so click below if you're curious. Holy shit. Okay. I think I will read this now. Let me make sure it transfers alright. Okay, it's good. Guinea Pig Syndrome, Quest 1, that's right. The first quest we have to clear regardless of any way that we want to release anything. We have to be the guinea pig for a brand new function of GameMaker, right? Yeah. Yes, Yo-Yo Games, the creators of our engine, GameMaker, are adding a special new function to it just for you. So I assume this is about the thing where it's like they're gonna put all the chapters in one game file, I think. I don't know how game dev works. This is a new command for GameMaker called Game Change. It allows you to separately launch different games you have created in GameMaker and even works on console. That means we can create each chapter as an independent game project and swap between them using this function. For Chapter 1 and 2 demo, we initially committed the strange act of smashing both chapters together into one game project. It wasn't such an issue with only 2 chapters, but as the game progresses, doing something like that will become more and more troublesome. I can imagine, yeah, like you're gonna have 7 chapters, assumedly. So that's a lot for one game file. And like I said, I don't know anything about game dev, but like, you know, I kind of thought they were doing it, I kind of would have assumed they were doing it on like separate files, but I guess not. Here's the kind of trouble that could arise if we didn't have Game Change. When editing the combined project, we wouldn't know if anything during the process might have inadvertently affected anything at any point in the game. So each time we patched any chapter, we would have to test all chapters over again. I know I'm reading I know I'm reading this really fast. I'm sorry. GameMaker would potentially be slow to run the game with content on the scale of 3 chapters or more. On the player side, initial loading of the game would potentially take longer and longer as we add more chapters. Anyway, the point is, with this command, we have a solution to all those issues. With one caveat, the new function is, well, brand new. It has never been tested broadly on many computers and platforms before. Therefore, we would soon like to ask for your help testing it. It's estimated Game Maker will be updated with a new command within the next few weeks. At that time, we will put out a new version of Chapter 1 and 2 that uses it, along with some more detailed instructions about testing. For future updates on this topic, just keep your eyes on the official Undertale Twitter. In case you don't have a Twitter account, I'm happy for you. Okay, right, so we more or less knew about this. Or you would know about it if you are insane as me, haha. So yeah. It's July 30th and the Game Maker update has not updated yet. So I think we'll have to wait a little longer for that, but that's cool. Goodness, what is this? It was to make the console versions, right? Yeah. Since our goal is simultaneous console and PC release, we have to make console versions of Chapter 3 and 4. It's no problem to get the game running on console at this point, but making sure there's no differences or bugs between the console and PC version will take a bit of time. Each console manufacturer also has their own special rules and standards, so we will also have to update the game to reflect those things appropriately. We will begin focusing on this as the PC version is reaching completion. Quest 3, Legend of Localization, cute kawaii. Right, so yeah, all of this makes sense. I think, at least I had it in my mind that, you know, you have to do this. I wasn't really aware, I mean, none of us were aware that they were planning to do this all at the same time, so I guess it makes sense that it's going to take a while. So yeah, as I mentioned, we are aiming for a simultaneous English and Japanese release. After all, it would be pretty strange if only the first 2 chapters had Japanese and then the 3rd and 4th ones didn't. At this point, getting the Japanese script in the game is trivial, but the location and timing of Japanese text always needs small adjustments to make it just as good as the English version. Plus, there's always some lines we forget to hand over for translation. Chapter 3's localization is already amazing, so it's done. I think we might have known that already. Okay, that's lines. Oh, okay. Okay. Now that I can read all Japanese, I've been able to personally review every single line. Oftentimes the phrasing in the English is very vague, so I try to clarify everything I can for the translation team. I know localization isn't something that interests most people that much, but I'm really proud. Original creators are very rarely involved in the translation process of their works this closely. Reading the Japanese and English version side by side could be a great way to study, although rules card might make you stupider. Okay, so we have Elnina. Erunina. The weather girl who really makes it rain. Like, with water though. Banino. Being alone. Water ice. What? Okay, so we know El Nino and La Nino are the weather people. Iwayuru Rainmaker no Otenki Onesan Tadashi. I can't read that. Seru no wa Utsu ni ame. So she's an Onesan character. Okay. Lanino doesn't have a description yet. Or at least in this. Being alone. What does this mean? Hitori ni naru koto. Water, ice. Oh, these could be the elements, couldn't they? This could be like the elemental pairing for Elnina. Possibly. Oh man, being alone. Oh, what? I don't know. It might be some coding thing that I'm unaware of, but there's even more. Oh man. So we have Rose. Chris, get ready for another fight. And then we have rules. Ha, quell your mouth, my dear's Bimbito? Oh man, Rules' dialogue is interesting in Japanese and in English, of course. Baby boy. They translated Bimbito to baby boy. What does Bimbito mean? I'm gonna look it up. Nothing came up. Bimbito? Is that a word? Like B-I? No. I don't think so. Okay, that's weird. And rules, we're just here for the snacks. Who does he mean we? Who does he mean we? Like, this makes me think that we could potentially like team up with Rules instead of fighting him, instead of him going off and simping, perhaps? I'm not sure. I could be reading too much into it. A lot of this is gonna be me reading too much into things. Okay, then we have Lancer. I just read ahead a little. Okay. Oh, you want some treats of the trade? Minto to oyashi ga hoshii no ka? Mint. Oyashi? What's oyashi? I should say, I'm not fluent in Japanese at all. I am looking up what oyashi is. Oyashi? Or is that oyatsu? I may be stupid. It was oyatsu. Ha ha ha. Okay. So mint is mint. Oyatsu is snack. So that's basically the same except mint added. And then Rules also mentioned snacks. Okay. What does it mean? Who knows? I don't have any further analysis. Okay, so we have Ginger Guard. Jinzagado. A steel bangle tempered by extreme flame. Its shape is humanoid in nature. Then we have Susie saying, "Look, I punched through a guy." And Rase saying, "A bigger one can make Chris." Ginger Guard? Like, Ginger Guard makes me think of like Gingerbread Man. Gingerbread Men, I should say. But I feel like that doesn't really fit into the TV theme unless this is all like a cooking show kind of thing going on. I feel like that could be it. Like each area is a different show, perhaps? That might make sense. Okay, now we have Shadow Guy info. Battling is just a side gig. Playing on stage is the dream. Interesting. Battaru wa baito. Yume wa stage de. I'm stupid. I can't read, but it's basically the same. Shadow Guy. So I guess it's not Shadow Man, it's Shadow Guy. Alright. Huh. So I've seen people theorizing that the Shadow Guys are like, you know, the mob. Or like, you know, assuming Tenna is the big bad of chapter 3. The Shadow Guys are like his like minions, I suppose. Minions. So that's interesting. It would make sense. This description would fit with that, I think. And we do know that the Shadow Guy ends up playing sax in the chapter 4 Castletown. So, okay. That was a lot. I feel like I need more time to ruminate on this, or see what other people have to say about it. Anyway, the localization of chapter 3 will need to be completed before the chapter is released. By the time you read this, I hope that we have already started. So they haven't started. Okay, I mean fair. I think the characters will be easier to localize than chapter 2 or 3, so hopefully it will be smooth. Interesting. That tells me that maybe chapter 3's characters have more like unique speaking quirks? Maybe? We'll see. And then quest 4, bug hunting. Makes sense. Then we have Susie changing changing? We have Susie chasing after a Vito-Kun. Releasing a game properly means trying to hunt down every major bug you can find. Fortunately, we have a dedicated company that will test our game and help. A group of professionals will play the game cumulatively hundreds of times in both English and Japanese and on every console. Of course, we can't do this until everything else is finished. After all, any change to a project could inadvertently cause an issue. For example, making changes for a console could make bugs on PC, making changes for JP could make bugs for EN, etc. So this will be one of the final steps. Makes sense, quest 5 even more, yeah. And there's a few more things to think about too. Get the game reviewed by the rating boards, complete the soundtrack and get it ready for release, make the trailer and release materials, and more. I really do think they're going to announce it in, like, you know, in a similar way that they announced Chapter 2. I don't think it's going to be the exact same, but I think they might do, like, you know, a little event. Perhaps. Putting it together. Oh my. So those are the main steps to getting Chapter 3 and 4 ready for release. The order looks kind of like this. Test new functions soon. Complete and test the Chapter 4 English PC version, console port, Japanese version, other stuff, bug testing, release. We'll let you know the progress of each of these things going forward. That's it for this page. Okay. So basically what that tells us is that there's still a lot left to go, and I think we all already knew this, but haha. I think I'm starting to accept the game might not release this year. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I was happy to see that text in Chapter 3, assumedly. So that's very cool. And of course, you know, this stuff takes time, so it makes sense. That was all. Oh yeah, Marian. Okay, no. Okay, let's not. Okay, closing thoughts. Emmy of Undyne. Is she passed out? I don't know what's going on here. Slay. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I'm monumentally thankful to everyone still waiting while we get this. While we get over this final hill before the release of Chapter 3 and 4. With the progress on Chapter 5, I'm feeling confident that once Chapter 3 and 4 come out, the release schedule for the following chapters will be a lot smoother. It's still going to take a good while to get there, but once you do, well, you'll never have to wait so long for a chapter ever again. That's good. That's nice. I mean, I would assume, you know, with the expansion of the team and whatnot, you know, it's only gonna take less and less time. Not less and less time, but, you know, less time. Okay, sure. On to Marian. I knew this was gonna be in here. It's whole alive again. Yay! VTubers, am I right? This time, Camellia and I created a song for the legendary pirate host of Marian. It's got an amazing music video, so check it out. Marian's desire was for us to create a boss song about her. A serious, intense song that doesn't pull any gas at all. As a song reference for this, they sent me Megalovania. Anyway, I tried my best to make something cool. Marian's basic concept for the story was about her fighting with a ghost version of herself. Camellia and I actually ended up fleshing out the story concept when writing the song and ended up being used as a basis for the video. Some of my creative highlights include, there's a moment where the two Marians' faces become close in the middle of the battle, Ghost Marian special attacks, and the plot twist. Alright, now it's time to set sail! I'll try to give another update in September. What am I looking at here? What am I looking at here? Okay, so okay, cool. We know there's gonna be another newsletter in September, which makes sense because September 15th is Undertale's anniversary day, and September 18th is Deltarune Chapter 2's anniversary date. So, okay. Well, I think overall, it's good. This was fine. This was good. A shout out to Toby and everyone for putting this together, for always doing it. They're always just a pleasure to receive in my email inbox. You know what? I just realized I'm reading the website right now, and I'm subscribed to the truck tier. I wonder if there's any more content that is on the truck tier version. I haven't gotten the email yet. I mean, I don't know. Is this automatically set to truck tier? It could be, but I think that's all for now. Yeah, okay. Cool. Look at them. I love them. Yeah, this is very nice to read through. What was I saying? Like, yeah, it's a little less beefy than I was anticipating. But that's fine. That's totally fine. I mean, the fact that we even get stuff like this is, you know, incredible and whatnot. Is there anything else I want to say? I do think the chapters I do think the chapters could come out in 2025 now. And that sucks a little bit, but you know, it's cool. It's whatever. Anyway, I think that's all. I'll check my email again later and see if there's anything more that's not on this website immediately, but I think that's all for now. So I'm going to end here. If this is the end of the video, thank you for watching. I hope this was a good reaction. I don't think it was really. I hope you got it. I hope you got something out of me trying to overanalyze the text and the localizations and everything. But anyway, I think that's all for now. Thank you.